Young Thug showed emotion while Trontavious Stevens was snitching on the stand. Trontavious was Young Thug's right-hand man for over a decade, which is why when Trontavious was asked the question, "What do you call Mr. Williams, aka Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug?" to which he replied, "I call him my brother." Young Thug got emotional inside of the courtroom.
Jeffrey Williams, is that what you call Mr. Williams? Jeffrey Williams?
That's his name.
I understand. What do you call him?
Call him my brother.
What else?
Bruh.
What else?
Old. I don't know. I don't feel like I call him Young Thug. That's for like people who don't know him. I call him bruh or my brother. That's how I refer to him. Bruh or my brother.
Ever call him Slime?
I call him bruh or my brother.
As sources inside of the courtroom revealed, once Trontavious said that he calls Young Thug his brother and only his brother, Young Thug clenched his jaw, was nodding his head back and forth, and it seemed as if he was trying not to cry. Trontavious noticed this, and it kind of seemed as if he changed his mind on even wanting to snitch while on the stand. As a tweet would then share, "That YSL member in trial has been having me weak. He took that plea deal and is not giving a single piece of information," as he really seems hesitant to even want to snitch or give information after seeing Young Thug's initial reaction, such as when he was asked to just share the name of the members on his street team.
I mean, are you gonna like tell him to stop, or like, is there a certain amount of people you need to name or anything?
Would you please just name something?
Just some of them?
Just name some people. All the ones you remember who were members of Rock.
Everyone?
Mr. Stevens. Would you please name the members of Rock Crew who were members while you were a member?
I probably wouldn't even be able to.
As it was really obvious that he changed his mind on even wanting to snitch in this court case, as the prosecutors got really over the edge in anger when he would say his answer of the question of, "How old were you when you first joined a street team?"
What year was it that you recall first being an active or being a member of Rock Crew? You said you were around a certain age. What year was that?
I will rule that objection.
That means you can answer.
I had to be about 6th grade. So whatever, what you about 11 or 12 in the 6th grade?
Would you tell the jury what year you remember first becoming or being a member of Rock?
I'm trying to count. I'm kind of bad with math. That's why I ain't passed the math part of my GED yet.
Let me ask you a different question while you count.
No, one thing at a time, sorry.
Okay.
As it's hard to tell whether or not he is scared on the stand, as taking a plea deal is one thing, but having to go in front of YSL members that you called brothers and having to snitch right in front of them is probably very nerve-wracking. As he looked so nervous on the stand, the prosecutor turned his testimony into a math class.
Were you a member in 2010?
If I was in 6th grade, I'm trying to put what year I was in 6th grade.
How old were you in 2010?
I was trying to do my math.
Don't do the math, let me ask you. What year were you born?
1993.
1993. So in 2013, was that an age of about 20? Do you agree?
2013.
Yep. 93, 2003 is
15,
10, 2013 is 20.
20.
Now we back up 3 years from 13, that puts us at 2010, which makes you about 17.
You're going too fast.
As it really seemed as if he did his absolute best to not fully snitch on Young Thug. This was, however, making the prosecutors very angry, so they tried just making him admit that he himself is in a street team by singling out one of the tattoos located on his neck. As a report goes and reads, "A my body, my choice moment in the Young Thug trial as Trontavious Stevens, aka Slug, explains why he spelled can't with a K on his tattoos. Because it was my body and I wanted to do what I wanted to do with my body."
Why do you have it spelled with a K on the back of your neck?
Because it was my body and I wanted to do what I wanted to do with my body.
And you're entitled
Right.
Is there any particular reason you chose to change the letter C to a letter K?
I wanted to seem original, so I initially got the initial quote from a movie called Law Abiding Citizens, and that phrase was an important part in the movie. So, and I didn't want people to think that's where I got it from, so I wanted it to seem original, like I thought of it.
However, we know the real reason he didn't spell the word can't with a C and instead used a K. He was still giving up zero information at all. So next, the prosecutors in the trial would just ask Trontavious what the term snitching even means.
Mr. Stevens, what does snitching mean to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm aware of the term that you, yes, I'm aware.
What is the meaning of the term? What's the definition?
It doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm aware of the term.
How are you aware of the term?
I've heard the term.
How do you understand the term to be used?
I really don't fully understand the term.
Ms. Love, this might be a stopping point at this point in time, okay?
As the prosecutors wanted to make it very clear with Trontavious that he has to snitch is a part of his plea deal. It seemed as if Trontavious started to panic in this situation, as there is a chance that his plea deal gets taken away, which is why he would then go on to reveal that a gas station at 221 Cleveland Avenue is where YSL does all of their selling.
The gas station at 221 Cleveland Avenue is a location where YSL associates sell.
Are your initials next to number 13?
Yes.
Did anyone force you to put your initials next to them?
No.
As Trontavious, it was very clear to him that he needed to start giving some information or else he'd be going to prison for life. Trontavious started getting into more serious evidence. However, it led to Young Thug's lawyers trying to put a stop to it, objecting every statement made, and it made the judge extremely angry.
This is testified.
I'm objecting at this point.
Hey, Mr. Harvey, we're not going to have any of that. I'll sustain your objection, okay? We're not going to be belligerent to one another. You can rephrase. Just please sit down, okay? I don't need any help from you, okay? All right, and there's no objection on the floor. So, all right?
My objection, Your Honor, to that last series is that the court, I would ask the court to allow the witness.
He's finished the statement. There's nothing else. It's like if he asks to continue his statement, then fine. But sit down and stop interrupting, Mr. Matthews. Mr. Stevens, are you finished with your last response, or did you finish? Was there anything else you were going to say?
With Trontavious Stevens not fully cooperating and answering all of the questions truthfully, it made the entire trial look like a complete joke. And with those arguments beginning to rise, Lil Baby wanted to get into the mix against Gunna, as Lil Baby believes that Young Thug is only in this mess because of Gunna. Even in his new song 350 released 2 weeks ago, he states the lyrics, and I quote, "Ain't never said nothing about it, boy you know that you a rat," which is clearly targeted at Gunna. It went so viral that Young Thug's father would then hop on an interview to respond to Lil Baby, defending Gunna, and even told Lil Baby to be quiet.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal? For his plea?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. Ask Lil Baby, have you ever came to a court date?
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I want y'all to ask these damn rappers and these bloggers with this whole snitch shit and this. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it? Go on their social media pages and say, why in the haven't you been at the courthouse to support your dude? And I guarantee you won't get an answer.
As according to Young Thug's father, Gunna actually isn't the main reason why Young Thug is in the situation that he's even in.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
But see, let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler.
Okay.
Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
With him revealing that Gunna had no part in why Young Thug is in the situation he's in, it makes everything extremely confusing, as we all watched Gunna say yes ma'am to multiple questions that was asked by the judge. And it sure did sound like snitching to me, but comment down below if this is snitching to you.
Not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocarbons and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL to the detriment of my community. YSL again. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.